So this behind me over here is the BYD Leopard 8. So this is the latest luxury SUV coming out from BYD. It is a petrol electric hybrid and it produces close to 800 horsepower, 716 Newton meters of torque. That is more than a G63 AMG. All that power is transferred to the drivetrain, allowing this car to do 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds, which is pretty ridiculous for a car of this size. We are talking about a 6-seater family SUV over here. It also gives it an on-paper range of 1,200 kilometers. So overall, great specifications on the car. This particular version I have over here is the top-of-the-line 6-seater high-end luxury version of the car. Let's have a look around this car, see what it looks like on the inside, see some of the amazing features that it has in the cabin. But before that, let's have a quick look at the outside and see. I actually love the styling of this car. It looks very cool. It looks like a mix between I would say like a Land Cruiser in the front and a Defender in the back, or somewhere in between. I mean, I think it's got its own characteristic. So very cool styling from the front, as you can see. The lights in the front have this LED beam around them, which looks really cool. There's also a light bar up front, which looks amazing at night. It's also got a blacked out chrome grille with minimal air intakes. It is a petrol electric hybrid after all. And we've got this chromed out BYD logo in the front. Now in some markets this is called the Denza, but it is manufactured and engineered by BYD. Now at the top you'll see there's 3 different LiDAR sensors and camera arrays up here. 1, 2, 3. This allows the car to have amazing self-driving capabilities, and the car actually has Huawei's self-drive system. It's not currently working fully in Dubai, so I won't be able to show you guys that. And from what I've been told, it's going to be unlocked for this region as well soon. I love these blacked out wheels that we have over here. Plus we've got a camera up there. And on this side, you have the electric charging port. And on the other side, you actually have the petrol filling port. So you've got 2 on either side of the car. Now I do like this blacked out finish for the roof rails, as well as little accents over here. Also the back comes tinted like this by default. So it does give the car a pretty like macho look. Now at the back we get one LED strip over here, as well as vertical LED tail lights, which look really cool. And of course at night and stuff, they have a cool animation and stuff that happens when you turn on the car. Also, you've got a full-size spare wheel, and it's also soft closing. The whole car also comes with air suspension, so you can lower and raise this car. Apparently, it's really good for off-road stuff as well. The door handles in this car are auto-retracting, so that does help with its drag coefficient. I don't know how aerodynamic this shape is anyway, but it is cool that this auto-retracts. There's a floor support that comes out as well that helps you get in and out of the car. Now let's take this thing for a drive and see how it performs on the road. I'm really curious to try out that amazing 700 plus horsepower. So this is where the car really shines. You can see that the interior over here is quite luxurious. We've got a 17.6 inch primary display over here, which controls the whole infotainment system. And as you can see, I think they have a Huawei processor in here, which is super snappy. So, I mean, in terms of performance, if I show you Google Maps, like this is as good as almost any other electric vehicle or any other kind of vehicle that I've seen. Super responsive, as good as a Tesla does it, which is one of the best in the market right now. But overall, super snappy operating system. We also get all our controls over here, so you can just see how quickly we can go through the menu. Why is this AC on high? Also got full massage seats, so you've got every single seat. The 4 seats that you have over here have cool seats as well as massage, so we can turn on ventilation in the seat, so that can be heated or cooled. That is for all 4 seats in the cabin. The back 2 seats unfortunately don't get it, but it's very rare to see cooled seats in the back as well, which is very cool. You also got massage functionality, so you can actually turn on massage, and you've got all these different types: relieve, relax, stretch, pulse, and again for all 4 seats. You can even adjust the seat directly from the screen over here. Beautiful graphics and things. I think they did a very good job of the user interface over here, including lumbar support and everything. I mean, this car has a lot of cool features. Also got seat modes. So this is like 3-row folded. So this is to give you the most space. You've got comfortable king bed mode. So you touch that and you get out of the car and it like converts all the seat configuration into like having a king size bed in here. Super cool. We've got this passenger display over here as well, which is fully touch interactive as well. So you can watch movies in here, play music and everything. And me as a driver, I can't really see what's going on the screen, especially if I'm in driving position. I'm kind of tilting my head to see what's on there, but really cool. Down here we have the air conditioning system, as well as a cool little LED light. As far as I know, this doesn't have any other function than to look cool. It's got the BYD logo in there. We've got air vents on either side. We've got speakers all over this car. Tweeters right up over here. Speakers on the side, speakers in the headrest of the seat. We've got subwoofers at the bottom over here. So this is a DFLA sound system, and it sounds great. And I don't even know how many speakers there are in the car. I think it's more than 18 for sure. Down here we get a wireless phone charging pad, and this supports 50-watt wireless charging. Here we've got the gear as well as the differential locks. Down here we've got the suspension control, the four-wheel drive control, the differential locking system, air conditioning, music volume, and we've got the start-stop button as well as EV mode or HEV mode. We've also got a refrigerator over here, which is super cool, and also plenty of storage space on either side, and some really cool dynamic interior lighting as well. I'll show you some shots of what this car looks like at night. It's super cool. Definitely one of the plus points. We've also got a camera system over here and a fully digital rear view display. And we've got another camera over here for the driver. We've got a driver's display, which again is just as big as the passenger's display. Massive display over here. You've also got a heads-up display, which is a holographic heads-up display and one of the widest I've seen in terms of line of sight. And this screen gives you a lot of information. You can modify the screen in multiple ways. You can get lots of different functionality over here. You can also see your statistics over here about, you know, like how much electric range you have left, how much petrol range you have left. Got your voice system over here. You've got your phone, your 360 camera mode, cruise control system, which is super cool in this car. And it should be able to actually autonomously drive, not as of right now, because this is a Chinese model. This is not the official UAE model. You have your sunshade as well as the sunroof, which you can open up. And just overall, the fit and finish of everything is really good. Like, this is all leather. This feels soft touch plastic, suede kind of material over here. I am actually really impressed with the quality of the interior and how good it looks and how futuristic it feels in here. BYD has definitely done a pretty good job of the interiors of this car. I don't think there's anything over here that you would actually touch that would feel like cheap or low quality. Everything over here is like brushed aluminum or high quality plastics. Everything is very functional. I love that you have actual physical buttons on this steering wheel, which feel really nice, by the way. A really high quality steering wheel over here. It feels very smooth. Even the turning radius in this car is really nice, which we'll discuss more as I take it for a spin. I like the flat bottom steering style as well, with the controls here and here. Very cool setup. We are in the back seat now, and this is a great experience. First of all, you have plenty of leg room. So this seat is set up for me. I'm 6 feet tall and I have plenty of room over here, and plus I can put my feet like underneath this chair, so that makes it even more comfortable. At the back over here, we've got climate control and massage functionality control, as well as volume control over here. So that is super cool. We've also got each chair over here has independent control and the charging port, which I love to see. So also the cup holders in this are pretty cool. So you click this and your cup holder comes out. Very convenient. And the best part is that they're cooled seats as well. So you can see the perforation in here that allows the seats to be cooled and ventilated, or heated if you need to. Not that you need that in Dubai. You've also got your own climate control system as well as your own speaker over here. There's even more speakers in the back and your speaker over here. So you get really good functionality, and you've got two decent sized seats at the back as well. So this is the 6-seater model. Okay, now I'm here in the third row, and as you can see, it is pretty tight for somebody as big as me. And the floor height is a bit higher as well, because I don't know if you can tell over here, but there is a bit of a bump. So, but your knees do sit pretty high in this back seat. Now, of course, I could move this a bit in front, a little bit of wiggle room to like adjust the back of your seat over here. So that's nice, and you do have the control for that over here as well. And you do have your own speaker system and a USB port as well. So, you know, there is lots of functionality, plus a cup holder. And if you put the seat a bit in front, so if you had some children sitting in the back over here, that'd be perfectly fine. But I wouldn't want to be sitting here for a long road trip unless this seat was like a lot more in front. Okay, let's take this thing for a spin. It's got nice soft closed doors as well. So let's get started. I love this gear, by the way, so cool. So let me just get out of this space, which is a bit residential, and let's get on the highway and put this to the test. Now, if you see the drive system here, it actually shows people and stuff on the road, cars parked, very similar to Tesla's FSD system. So yeah, we've got some people walking the dogs over here, and you can see that on the screen. So this car is aware of its surroundings, and those LiDARs are being put to good use. Okay, the first thing about just like starting to drive this car, very smooth, very quiet, because I think it's in electric only mode right now. Yeah, electric only. And it's showing me I only have 2 kilometers of electric range left, which is one of the things about this car, is that you have about 100 kilometers of electric only range, after which the petrol engine comes into play. So I don't know yet about how that makes a difference in the power. From what I understand is that the petrol engine actually has a generator which can charge your battery up, and that allows the electric drivetrain to stay on even though you are out of your battery. Now, speaking of battery, this car has, I think, a 27 kilowatt hour battery, which is why it only has 100 kilometers of range. But you could charge this car every day, get about 100 kilometers of range, which should be enough for your daily commute. And then when you do have to go those longer distances, you would, you know, just depend on your petrol engine as well. But the fact that you only have 100 kilometers of range means you do have to kind of charge it daily. But also, because of the smaller battery, this thing is super quick to charge. So if you put it on DC charging, which is fast charging, and this car has an 800 volt you know, architecture, which allows it to charge super fast. Now this thing just glides on the road. So if you've ever driven a car like a Land Cruiser or a Nissan Patrol, it feels quite similar to that in terms of driving characteristics. In fact, I think it's slightly smoother. This thing does have an air suspension. You do get some safety features over here, blind system monitoring. I can see all the lanes on the road. So you've got a dedicated scroll button over here, which allows you to put it into sports mode. Ooh, yeah, definitely, you do feel the power in this. But weirdly, it is not super instantaneous like the torque curve you feel in a Tesla, for example, even though these cars have a very similar 0 to 100 range. Okay, I've got a bit of a clear road now. Let's see what this does. And that was almost 100. Like I couldn't quite hit 100 because there's traffic over here. Yeah, I would say it does. It feels quick for sure. It's definitely quicker than a Nissan Patrol or a Land Cruiser, but not quite as quick as the Tesla. At least it doesn't feel as quick as my Tesla Model Y, even though they have a similar 0 to 100 figure. So the Tesla Model Y does the long range does 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds, and so does this. But the torque curve is different. The Tesla's power comes instantaneously and right at the beginning and peters out as you reach closer to 100. And this takes a little bit of time, like a traditional petrol car, for the revs to go up, and then you get the maximum power. So even though it is an electric petrol hybrid, it feels kind of more like driving a traditional car. There's also very minimal regenerative braking in this. So now, after driving the Tesla for a while, let me see if I can do anything with that. So my brake assist mode is on sport. As far as I can tell, there is no way to put on full regenerative braking like you can on a fully electric car like the Tesla. And it's one of my favorite features about it, actually. Like, I love the fact that Tesla has that regenerative braking. Like, it allows you to do single foot pedal driving. Not quite the case over here. And I wish they had included something like that, because I'm sure it does have some form of regenerative braking in it, because if you do have a battery, it just makes sense to recuperate your energy into the battery by using electronic braking or recuperative braking. But I just don't see the option over here, and I can't feel it when I take my foot off the accelerator. It doesn't start slowing down, and I don't see any indication over here that it's regenerating my battery. Just talk quickly, now that I'm stuck at a traffic light, let me just quickly talk about the fit and finish inside over here. It is absolutely amazing. I love the quality of the materials over here. The leather on the steering wheel. I really like the steering wheel as well, the two-tone look. And the quality of the buttons and the responsiveness of them, and even the wheels and everything. It definitely feels on par with any luxury automaker like a BMW or a Mercedes or something like that. Like, the fit and finish of the materials that you interact with are really nice. Oh yeah, it is quite fun to, like, you do feel that power. But as I said, there is a very, very slight delay between when you press that accelerator and you get the power. And the power is there, that's for sure. But the torque curve, I'm just used to the full electric torque curve. This heads-up display also that I'm seeing in front of me right now, pretty amazing stuff. Like, it looks really clear and full color, as well as it gives indications as well. It's telling me when I'm going off. I'm touching the lane markings or something like that. It even gives me blind spot warning right up here. So you really don't have to take your eyes off the road, and you have so much functionality right at your fingertips over here with the steering and with these physical buttons over here. Even the way that they have done the air conditioning system, I just find it easier than what they do in the Tesla. Everything is very clearly laid out over here. It's quite simple and easy to understand. And like, even the interior lighting, it does like these little things. Like, when you hit the brake or when you change the heating and cooling, you'll see like it's just warmed up. It's turned red over here. I don't know if you can see that in the video. But there are these like little indications of everything you do with the whole LED system inside the car, which is quite comprehensive, by the way. It's there over here, on the top, on the dash, pretty much everywhere. It's strange how a vehicle this big can move that fast. I mean, I've driven high performance SUVs in the past, and there are some that surprise you, like a G63 AMG, for example. That car is a box, okay? It is not aerodynamic at all. And when you floor, when you floor the pedal on a G63, you can feel that car fighting physics in order to overcome and get you that performance of like 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. In this, it doesn't feel as bad. It's not quite as boxy, so it's a little bit more aerodynamic. And even the smoothness of the engine is quite different. It doesn't have that aggressive growl that a G63 has with the sport exhaust and all that. This is definitely more leaning towards the electric style of driving and the sounds that you hear. Very much more on the electric side, which is a preference for me. I prefer something smooth, quiet, luxurious. Thing is, I'm actually planning to buy a new car. There are two cars that I've kind of narrowed down. One is this one, which is the BYD Leopard 8. And then we have the other one, which I'm really interested in, is the Rox. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's the Rox 01, which I'll be doing a video about very soon as well. If you want to check out that video, stay tuned, subscribe, hit that like button. I'm going to be comparing these two cars. Both are luxury SUV 7-seaters. Both are, the Rox has a slightly different configuration. It's also a petrol electric hybrid, but there the drivetrain is driven purely by the electric motors. The petrol motor in that car is purely there to recharge the battery and to provide power to the electric motors. Here, the drivetrain is actually being controlled by a hybrid of the petrol drivetrain and the electric drivetrain. So I'm curious to see how that engineering difference within these two cars makes a difference to the way it feels to drive. Now, this car is currently available in Dubai only as an import from China, and in the market is going for around 225,000 dirhams. I think it's very soon officially going to come to Dubai in the BYD store, which is going to be, I think, around 275 or so. These Chinese cars are a little bit more expensive to buy in Dubai. But man, so much value you're getting here compared to, like, say, a Nissan Patrol, which starts at around 325 now for a decent one. The one that you'd want to buy with like leather seats and some options. And I think they're going to have a tough time very soon selling Nissan Patrols when you have Chinese car makers coming into the market and giving you so much performance, interior quality, looks, styling, feature sets. It's going to be tough for the Japanese guys to compete, man. And and I think this car is on par with some of the top German makers as well in terms of quality and fit and finish and capability. Like, for 225,000 dirhams for this car, it is a no-brainer. Like, this is an amazing vehicle, and I'd say even at the 275,000 dirham mark, it's probably worth it. The only question is, what is the warranty and the maintenance on these cars going to be like? That is yet to be seen. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. What a cool car, what a great price, what amazing options for what you get. Anyway guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to watch more interesting tech like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.